This man lost the mother of his child and now his child is taken away from him. Please listen to his story and advise him on what to do. My issue is about the mother of my child. We met outside Nigeria and we stayed together as boyfriend and girlfriend. In the process of that, she had a male child for me. I promised to marry her before we came back to Nigeria. When we came back to Nigeria, we stayed together. We were staying happily. I promised her that by the grace of God, if I raise some money, I am going to meet her parents and do the right thing to make her my wife. But as time went by, her immediate elder sister came and took her away from where we were staying together. They fought me that day, wounded me and left. They left the child with me. That was September 2017. I was alone with the child in the house. Because of the baby, I lost my job. I lost my job because I was not meeting up with my expectation in my working place. That was because after taking care of the baby, I will go to work late. When I got another job, the same thing repeated. I lost the second job because of my lateness to work. I have to think of what to do. Then I took the child to my village and left the child with my younger brother who has a wife and children. After some time, the mother of my son heard that I took my son to my brother. She went to my village because she knew my village. She went there and took the child away from my younger brother and returned to Lagos. She took the child to where she is staying in Lagos with her sister. That time, I found it difficult to see my child as I wanted. She would call me only when she needed money for school fees and for feeding. My reason for taking my child home was for me to see someone to take care of him, while I also have time for my work. In the village, I registered and put him in school, but the mother came and took him away. They came to Lagos and stayed with her sister who is single, and only God knows how they were living as single ladies. By that time, I got another job for the third time. Now my job is interstate, meaning that I will be traveling from state to state in the country. In the course of my travel, I used to buy food items for them and send to them before she would even demand for it. At a point, I demanded to know where they were staying, because sometimes when I buy things for them and I could not reach her on phone, the food would spoil. I demanded to know where they were staying so that I will always bring things for them. She said that I should not bother, that it was not important. She refused to give me the chance to sit down and talk with her or to have any moment with her since then. All this while, I never knew she was with another man where they were staying. I came to know about this when she died. I heard she died last year around November, December. When she died, they hid it from me, but I came to know when her sister took my son to where I was staying to pack some of my properties. When they got to the place, the people I handed my things over called me to know if I was the person that sent my son to come with some people and pack my property. I said no. Who are they? I told the person to hold on that I will call him back. Then I called the number of my son's mother, but it was not going through. I called her second number, but it was still not going through. I called the man that called me back and I told him that I don't know who sent them because I could not reach the mother of my son on phone. I asked him to give the phone to my son to know what is happening. That was when the child told me that his mother was dead. This was happening 4 days after her death. Because the mother died, the sister came to claim my property, saying that the properties belonged to her late sister. I was not happy they did not tell me about her death. As I was talking with the child, they collected the phone from the child. When I called back, I was told that they have gone, even with some of my properties. By then, I was at Owerri in Imo State. I was traveling for work, and there was no way for me to return to Lagos and meet them that moment. They made arrangement with their family members on how to bury their sister in Lagos, and she was buried there in Lagos. Before I returned, they had concluded the burial and took my son to their village. I called the family and they said yes, that everything happened that way. I asked for my child. They said that my child is with them, that if I am ready, I should come and carry my child. When I went there to go and carry my child, they refused. Her sister that I met refused that the child will follow me to go back. She said that I have to meet the family elders and hear from them. For me not to start arguing with her, I dropped some money with my son and her 2 daughters and left. I told her that I will return to carry my son. The problem now is that since December till now, the sister has refused to pick my calls. Rather, she will be passing the phone to my son. Now, few weeks back, she has stopped picking my calls. So, I don't know what happened, and I have been complaining this issue to different people until I got this contact. Before now, I found out from people in the village what the lady is using my son to do. She happened to be a traditional musician, and she is using my son as a money picker. She sings in different places, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, even other days. She used to carry my son along with her as a money picker for her, while her own kids are at home. Please, I need advice on what to do because I need my son back to me. This is the end of the story of this young man. Please, your advice is highly needed here. Please advise him on what to do and share this video for others to learn from this video. Thank you so much and see you next Friday. Please feel free to contact me on WhatsApp if you want to share your story here in House of the Sons Global. Share this video and see you next Friday. Thank you. This is House of the Sons Global.